10 months before she was killed, Mona had another extraordinary dream, which was later related by family and friends. Following is the version transcribed from her diary. She had been saying prayers with a small group of friends for several hours. After they had left her home, she was so moved by the prayers that she went into the living room and sat down in front of a photograph of Abdul Baha, meditated quietly, and then fell asleep. In her dream, she saw Abdul Baha's chair and desk with a vase on it, as in the picture before her. She was very happy and said, "How happy I am to see your desk and chair." At the same moment, she saw Baha'u'llah entering the room. The Blessed Beauty went out into an adjoining chamber and brought out a box containing a beautiful red cape. He unwrapped it in front of her, saying, "This is the cape of martyrdom in my path. Do you accept it?" Mona was speechless with happiness. Finally she said, "Whatever pleases you." Baha'u'llah put the cape back in the box and returned to the adjoining room, bringing back with him a second box containing a black cape, which he unwrapped and said, "This black cape symbolizes sorrow in my path. Do you accept it?" Mona replied, "How beautiful are the tears shed in thy path." He put the cape back in the box and again returned to the other room, emerging with yet a third box containing an elaborately beaded blue cape of the same design as the others. Without a word of hesitation, he placed the cape around his shoulders and said, "This is the cape of service." Then he seated himself in the chair and said to Mona, "Come and take a picture with me." Mona was breathless with astonishment at the bounties being showered on her and could hardly walk. She looked up and saw a man sitting behind an old-fashioned camera covered by a cloth. Baha'u'llah repeated his instruction, but Mona could not move. Then Baha'u'llah took her arm, saying, "Mehdi, take our picture." And he took a picture of them together. The flash of the camera wakened her abruptly, and she pleaded tearfully to be able to finish her dream, and then fell asleep again. Baha'u'llah had left the room. Only the photographer remained, carrying the tripod and camera on his shoulders as if to leave. He turned around and asked Mona to convey his love to his children. But Mona could not tell which Mehdi he was, since there were many people by that name in the long history of the faith and in her own community. But still, he looked familiar to her. Mehdi was busily tying his shoes and noticed that Mona did not recognize him. As he was leaving the room, he turned and said, "I am Mehdi Anwari." Mona instantly recognized him as one of the Baha'is of Shiraz who had previously been killed.